Hi. I think this is broken. My life. It is about 8-year-old. Hi, Sheila. Ah, it's broken. Don't know what's going on. It's got the black screen of doom. Look, it's not doing anything. A blue screen of doom, that should have been. Right, let's find something else. If not, I'll be looking at the comments up here. Hi, Shaz. Oh no, I know this is just, I mean, this is just what I see the comments on with. We're just having a bit of a meltdown, I feel. Think if I turn it off and turn it back on. Hi, Lorna. I don't know where the old... If I put it on the iPad, or the iPhone, the comments don't stay up. Oh, hold on, this one seems to be a bit better. That one can restart itself. Right, that's fine. Facebook on here. It's a good job I keep all these devices. Hi, Shirley. So I've got a load of stuff here. Just checking. Oh, don't want to hear myself. It's not a good look at all. Right. So, if you wouldn't mind sharing, I would love you forever and ever and ever. Well, I already do, but I'll love you even more. I'm just finding us. How are you all? Hi, Maureen. Hi, Caroline. So, bear with. We are making a mini book tonight, and I've discovered a way, not my way, of course, I haven't made it up, I've just seen it, but it's such an easy way to do it. What is going on? Right, okay, I'm here, I can see. Hi, Karen. Hi, Kim. Hi. So I have started, just to totally change subject, I have started with the fabric transfer on to fabric. It's nowhere near finished, but I have started it, and the papers are lovely. I mean, it's going to be so cute. Some of them I have rubbed a bit hard. I probably haven't had enough glue, so it hasn't, it's very distressed, which I like. So that'll be a project I'm doing soon. The papers, the portrait papers, are now on Emma's Happy Place as well. Where's the book at? Where's it at? Has everybody had a nice day? This one. So these ones are now on Emma's Happy Place, the portrait ones, so you can make tall skinny books and things like that, as well as have them so that they go like this. Oh, I'm reaching. Uh-oh. Stay. So you can have them like this. The longer they are portrait, so you can fold them in half and make your signatures with them, or you've got landscape, you can make your tall skinny books or smaller books or whatever. So I've started one, like a landscape one, but these ones will also fold in half, the portrait ones, to make like books that size, which I have started as well. So they are on Emma's Happy Place, but tonight we are going to make a little mini book. Where's the other one I had? Like this, and it is super easy and super sweet and super just cute. And it's so easy. This, I've only used glue on the pages so far. So that's just me little one to show. Now, before everything broke, bring this in. So these are the portrait and they are the landscape. Tonight I'm thinking we'll use a landscape one. You'll only need a couple of sheets of paper, not much at all. I'm just going to trim it down so that I can count the lines and use that as size, because this book you can do any size at all that you want. There is no, you can apply it to any size because you make the pages first and then you wrap the book around to make it. It's super easy. Hi Donna. So I'm thinking this little book we should make possibly 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6-ish. So what size is that? 6 centimetres we'll make it. So we'll cut a couple of strips at 6 centimetres. Now I clearly haven't cut that in a line, straight line. So 6 and 6. And all we're going to do now is keep that for later. And this help make the pages. We're going to fold it in half. So this is, honestly, it's super easy. I mean, I only seen the video once and I thought, oh, that's easy. I can manage that. And this, hi Gemma, how are you feeling? Are you better? Did you have a nice weekend? I seen you were out, was it the weekend? You were out and about. So all I've done is fold it in half and then fold it in half again. And then we'll make a skinny one. We'll fold it in half again. And this is, it can be any size that you want, so you don't have to fold it this many times. It applies to anything. It's so unbelievably easy. And fold it back over. And then we're just going to concertina it. Super duper easy. Like I say, I don't like measuring at all. And this could go in your bag, you know, like the medical bracelets and things that we've got. That if you're on medication or anything like that, you've got to carry it around with you, so you know exactly what's what and so on. Well, these little books here I find are absolutely perfect for that. I did make one for a lady once, a tiny little one, as a key ring, and she put all her medications and stuff in it, and I thought it was such a good idea. And that's what you can do with these, the handy little things if you've got addresses to remember, or even tiny little lists or phone numbers that in case anybody breaks anything. Like your phone goes off, anything like that. You're feeling rubbish. I bet you've got this flu that's going around. Honestly, it's absolute nightmare. So I'm doing 2 strips, and again, you can do as many strips as you want. You can make the book that thick if you want to. So I am using the lined paper because I'm a little bit obsessed with it. And I love to be able to have a writing signature in my books. But again, you can just tear it down and use it as collage. You can die cut it out and do whatever you want. Right. So there we are. We have 2. And yes, and we're going to stick them together like one page on top of the other, so it's one continuous long strip. Hi Alexandra. Honestly, whatever flu is going around, I've never seen so many people poorly off it. I really haven't. Everybody I speak to has got it, and then COVID's back. Oh. But it's a perfect excuse to craft, isn't it? Well, I haven't done a very good job of lining my blinds up, have I there? I've probably stuck it on the wrong. Take more time at home, I just don't want to keep these all night. Oh, a nice long strip like that. So concertina it. And then sort of push it together so it's nice and even. That one is more even than that one that I threw together. Now, when we open it, again, I'm going to kind of glue. If you've got a glue stick, that would be perfect. I don't. So what I'm going to do is on the back of it, actually, I'm going to concertina it so these are at the front. And I'll explain why. These 2 bits here are going to tuck in. So it'll be that one and that one. I probably didn't need a concertina it, to be honest. Let's go back. There's always going to be an odd one. So concertina, it doesn't matter which way you go because we're going to have an odd one anyway. And we're going to stick them together. So this is perfect if you've got a glue stick. I'm doing halfway and then concertina in them. And this is going to make sure that it doesn't jump out. Just like that. Just keep going. And squish it down and then carry on. And you can do this with patterned paper, you can do it with plain white paper. It's completely up to you. You can do the whole thing with copy paper, that's what I made the other one with. You can use tea-dyed paper, whatever you like. Again, just concertina them together, then you should have an odd one. Oh well, you might not, depending on the size. You got buried in your crafty clutter. Yes, if anybody is wanting to shop on a crafty declutter page, Kelly put your page up, what's it called? Kelly's Crafty Declutter. She's got some good bits. And now we have one book. The innards of a book. Oh, I'm going to pop that to one side for now. Then I'm going to pick some paper. And I don't know which one I'm going to use. Should we go with a spotty one, do you think? Spotty one. Now this again is super duper easy. I'm going to trim it down. Trim it down. Hi Susan. If anybody is watching elsewhere on any of the groups and things that's being shared to, if you come to Emma's Happy Place, I'll be able to see the comments. If you're leaving any, because I can't see the comments when it's being shared. I do not know why. Facebook is stupid. So now this bit, again, it's super easy. You want it kind of double the size of the book. So you measure your book. It could be any size at all. We went with 6 centimetres. So really we want 12 centimetres of long paper. Oh. 12 centimetres, and pop that to one side. And then what we're going to do is you fold it up, and again it doesn't matter which side you take up the furthest, it is so unbelievably easy. And then pop your book there, and you kind of want to fold it so it's a little bit, so it's a, what's the word, so it's a little bit bigger than the inside of the book, so it's like a proper book. So it's just a couple of millimetres. So I've folded that down. So it's like a cover, so it's a little bit bigger. So it's, I don't know what's the word I'm looking for. Just so it covers it really. Like that. And you can score it if you want to. But again, you don't have to. And I'm feeling I probably should have scored it because I think I'm out. Yes, I am. Oh, that'll do. Like that. And then you want to kind of like fold it around the book so it's a bit bigger than the book. So you will end up chopping this off. And when you get the hang of it, you'll not want to use the full paper. So a little bit further back. Am I making any sense? Do I ever make any sense? So a little bit more than that. There, maybe. So say you want an extra bit of book at the other side, just a little bit smaller. And then trim this side off. And you could probably make another one out of that. And then your book's inside with the pages open at the front. And go in. And from here, just make a little mark. I mean, if you want to do it in pencil that you can rub out, but you're not going to be able to see it. Just a little mark where you're going to fold it. And then wrap it around and turn it over, and you'll be able to see where your little mark is on this side. Mark it on this side as well, so it's exactly the same. And we'll see. Oh, I want it a little bit further in, so there, so they match. And then all we're going to do is fold this bit in like that. Oh, matches perfectly. And then this bit, this side in like that. And then, honestly, it's so unbelievably easy. I was like, no way is it that easy. Then you pop this side of the book in there. I've made mine a smidge too big, but it's fine. You get the hang of it the more you make. And then this one into this side. And it's supposed to be a perfect little book. 2 seconds, I need to my marks there, that's why. Hang on, we're going in a bit further. Trim that back down. That's why it's a good idea to mark it and actually pay attention to your markings. Have I made sense so far? I can easily make another one to show, but there we have it. A little book. Should I do another one? Yeah, alright, I'll make another one because I feel like I didn't make much sense there. But it's just practice. I'll make another one. I'll grab another. Should I make a little bit bigger one? Yeah, we'll make another one. Just to show. Hang on, I'm grabbing some more paper. Oh. Actually, what we'll do is we'll make one in coloured paper. And then you can see, oh, exactly how you do it again. I'm just getting some paper. Bear with. Bear with. Same bear with, I've got some paper. Oh, we've got Christmas paper here. Perfect. Green and the Christmas trees. It could be a tiny, tiny little book you give to the kids instead of Christmas cards. So for the pages, we'll do this. Oh, trimming it down. And I'm thinking we'll go for 8 centimetres this time. So 2 strips at 8 centimetres by an A4 sheet of paper. I said 8, didn't I? There we go. And then I'm thinking we'll concertina it. I don't think my trimmer cuts straight. Look at that. That's why nothing looks straight. Might be time for a new one, I'm thinking. In half. And in half. We'll just do it into quarters. Yeah, 4 quarters this time. I'll make a bit bigger one. I'll glue all over my fingers. It's very, very cute and so unbelievably easy once you get the hang of it. And obviously, I mean, you can measure or do what you want. Everything I do is by eye. Back like that. And like that. And then we will fasten these two together to make it longer. See, one is so much bigger than the other. So it doesn't have to be mini. You can make them as big as you want. And if you've got A3. What did I do wrong there? That way. So make sure that your thingies are going to be the right way around. And then again, we're going to glue So for concertina this way. So you can change your concertina any time, and then we'll glue the back. So like that, and then like that. That's right. And then lay it flat. So this one we did at 8 centimetres. So I'm thinking 8 at 8, 16, 16 at 16 is 32. Oh, if we trim this down and make it so it is 16 centimetres by, hang on, I'm doing maths here, it's not a good look. So this way 16, which will be there, and then we score at, so this is to make this one, I'm thinking out loud here, I'm thinking to score it and give you actual measurements. So 8, so I'm thinking 7.5 we'll score at, hold that, 7.5, and then this will apply to any other one that's not going to be right, is it? Because, no, it's going to be 4. So 3.5. 3.5 at the top, and turn it around 3.5 at the bottom. Should maybe do maths beforehand, shouldn't I? Like that. And that is going to be just a smidgy's eyelash taller than the actual pages. Yes, it is. So then we actually want to score at, say, 4. So this is the bit that the page is going to go into. So 4. It's much better scored actually. And the paper score is lovely. And then 8.5 for the next one. Is this making more sense? And then 8.5 for the next one. And then 4.5 for the last one. This makes more sense. This is why people measure like that. No, I'm thinking that this bit needs to come off. That was a cut. And then that is where the book will go, and this is the bits that there. So the last bit chop off. And then the book will fit perfectly. Hopefully. Yes, it does. So much easier in like that. And then you can add photographs to it and make it a little brag book. Anything at all. You'll have to watch back. Well, you kind of find this, Brenda. Have you liked the page, Emma's Happy Place? If you just search Emma's Happy Place page every time, it should come up. So I've only got 2 pages in here, but I want to check the measurements. So that fits totally perfect. And then if you don't want to ever get the book back out, just glue on the flappy bits here. And on this side here, I mean, this could be a family card. This does not have to be a book. It could be a Christmas card that you're giving to a family, and inside it could have photos of the family in. Like that. I mean, how stinking cute is that? Oh, thank you, Stacey. My eye for measurement's not that great, mate. Oh, hold on, I've lost. Thank you so much. That's so lovely. You wouldn't want to be in my head. It's hard. But there you go, there's a little book. So now we've got a few. This one's a little bit taller than I would have liked. Should we do another one in the smaller? Definitely. I mean, you could put definitely make these as little cards. I mean, even you can pop in like gift tags and things in, or gift cards in, or money or whatever you give them. But you could have pictures of, like, especially if it's a wedding anniversary or anything like that. But this bit does actually still pull out. It just secures a bit more by gluing the flaps down. Should we do another one? Another little one to see how we end up. I am just going to use white paper this time for the pages. I feel like I'm working it out with you here. I thought I had it right in my head. But measuring is easier. Right, so we'll do one more and then you can watch back. So I think if we do it at 5 centimetres, so this one is going to be diddy, teeny tiny. 5. Actually, we'll do 3 this time. And 5 from the trimmer that does not cut in a straight line. So again, like that, and half again, and then again. And this is the easiest way I've found of folding them and getting them easy and not ending up with a shorter bit. Which, I mean, if you're not bothered about the shorter bit, you can just chop it off. But this just saves a lot of cloth on. So the Christmas paper kit is on Emma's Happy Place Arts and Crafts as well as the new Days of Summer. Hi Arthur. And then again, please share the live. I will be downloading it and putting it onto YouTube after as well, because I couldn't get the streaming thing to work. I am live every Tuesday at 8 PM, every Thursday at 8 PM, and every Sunday at 8 PM. Unless something in life happens. Like, I've got to do something with the kids. We're going to end up with such an avalanche here. Don't move. Stop it. Right, we'll concentrate it back and forward. And if I can, I can usually sneak other lives in as well. So it just depends. But definitely 3 times a week. Again, concentrate it back and forward. So whilst doing the bare bones of something is actually quite boring, once this bit's done, it's really easy. So this one is 5 centimetres, and I'll measure how wide it is in a second. But you can also cut the pages and sew them the same way. So it is 3.5 centimetres wide. And we will join them together. And I'm just using printer paper as the insides for this one. Feel free to make your master boards and go crazy with your stencils and things. It is completely up to you how you want to decorate them. This one. So this one's going to be quite a thick book. Now, I'm going to try this one without gluing all the back together, just to see what it works out like. Because I like the idea of gluing the backs together. See, we're still not straight. So it was like a proper book like that, so the pages turned. But I'm wondering what it would be like, just concertinaed and left. So we'll try it. There we go. And then to decorate the outside this time, I'm going to grab another sheet of the Days of Summer papers. I'll find one. Oh, I wonder if this one will work. Is it going to be tall enough? I think it'll work, because there's no reason why it has to be totally covered inside. So this one is 8 centimetres. So we've got, let's do the maths again, then you can write it down. We've got 5, So I'm thinking if we do it at 1 centimetre at the top, we'll score there. Centimetre. And we'll spin it round. There. And we want a little bit more. So maybe just slightly over 1 centimetre this side. Like that. And that's the bit that's going to like sort of fold in. And then this way, if we score at say 3, and then because 5, 10, or 5 for each page, 10, 10 and a half. There. Right, so we'll do 5 1/4 centimetres. And I am going to fold that in just so I can see where I'm at. And then 5 1/4 again. And then again. Sorry, I'm just working it out and then you can go back. And then again at 4. And then chop that off. So we've got 4, 5 1/4, 5 1/4, 4. I've obviously cut that one shorter. Right now. Yeah. Oh. That's not right. It's tall, isn't it? So it was 3. Hold on, we're going back in. We're going back in. I've measured the width instead. So this one I've done at 4. We need to do at 2. 2, 3 1/4, and 3 1/4, and then 2. So it's teeny tiny. Right, so this one is 2, 3 1/4, 3 1/4, 2, and that's in centimetres. And then down, this is 1 centimetre by 5 1/4 centimetres, and then 1 centimetre again. Does that make more sense? And basically what we do, Stacey, is I work everything out on me live because why not? Why not? That one there. This cover is so cute. And then, hold on, where have I gone wrong here again? That's it there. Just finding the line. Because I've got a few in here now. It's like a crossword. And then in here, you know, there's no reason why we can't tidy those up, I think, by cutting them onto an angle. Because I'm finding that they're sticking out a little bit. So I'm going to cut those off at an angle. That's better. That is so much better. Right. And get your little pages in. And tuck them in there. And then tuck these ones in. Ah, see, I would maybe make it a bit longer here, because having those corners on held it in place a bit better, but there's no reason why you can't glue and have it tidier. Bear with. Fingers and thumbs. Thumbs and fingers. And just tuck it in. No, we're not wide enough. What size is that? Okay, scrap this bit. We're getting another bit and I'll do it again. I'm totally lying to myself what the measurements are. Right, so I'm going to say this time around, as maths is not my strong point, we will go 3, 5.5, 3, and then that way we're going to have more of the corner and chop that off here. And then this side, bring the book in, Emma, and do it properly. Use your brain. Or if we do it at 3 again, which is going to give us plenty of space to tuck the actual book in, and measure this. Oh, no wonder it's tiny. It's 4. So 4.5. Then 4.5 again. And then 3. And I'll tell you those measurements again because I can't read the thing. So 3 centimetres there, 4.5, 4.5, 3 centimetres. Then chop the tail off the end. And then this way down it's 3, 5.5 and 3, and that will fit this book perfectly. Look at that. Look at that. You think, yeah, you're thinking right. I'm not thinking right because I can't do maths. I had a conversation with my mum the other day about algebra and things like that, and she said we use it all the time. Do we use it all the time? And then I'm going to chop just the very corners of this off, so there's still plenty of space to tuck the book in. But I do think it'll tidy it up a bit. Should I do a template of this and pop it on Emma's Happy Place? That bit will go in there and that bit can go in there. And it doesn't matter if they overlap, I did find that out. And that bit there and that bit there. And then that will fold in the middle and it should match. If it doesn't match, we will cry. It does match. It does match. We've got a proper one. And then we'll find out if the concertina works or if it does not. And that bit goes into that side. Oh, it fits much better with a bigger. Well, that bit goes into that side. And this one. That's got dirty fingerprints all over now. Fits into that side. Ta-da! So measure your thingies properly and it'll all work out. And this one I just went a bit too tall, but I still think that's really cute. And this one, having the bigger sides and the bigger top and bottom, worked so much better. Kermit is asleep. It's dark in the sitting room. He really doesn't like being on his own, and he started to sound like a smoke alarm. So I turned the light off now. They are really cute. I'll do a template for this one now I've got it all set up, and I'll pop it free on Emma's Happy Place Arts and Crafts Facebook group, and then that way we can't go wrong with making this tiny diddy one. And what I would do is I probably would still glue in there, but apart from that you can. Where's me pokey thing? Where has it gone? There. With this one, obviously, because it's not totally like thick and it hasn't got loads of card and stuff in, we can make those dangly things. Let's see what we've got here. You know, with the shrink plastics. I want to find the other little book I had. I had it. Oh. So this book was a wraparound book. And what I've done is I've sewn these pages. So, do you know all the sewn pages and everything that I've shown you before? just do exactly the same, but instead of just having the book there, leave a bit extra and fold it over, and I've just used magnets. And what I've done here is the shrink plastics, again available at Emma's Happy Place Arts and Crafts, emmashappyplace.co.uk. All I did with the shrink plastic was I cut it shorter, and I've got some shrink plastic, if you hang on, we'll make a tiny weeny little dangle with it. And the shrink plastic has been so popular, I've just put the blue ones back in stock again. That's like third time over them ones. I'll use this one again. So with the shrink plastic, to make your little dangles and things, you can either use them bigger if you've got a bigger journal. Obviously we've got the Christmas ones as well, but if you want a super tiny one, just cut in smaller on the colour, because they're already coloured shrink plastic, so you don't even have to do anything. They're pre-printed. Just like that, not leaving any spiky bits, because they will be spiky. Taking a hole punch again, putting the hole punch in a little bit further, just so it's got room to melt. And taking your heat, I've got a right mess going on around us tonight again. Heat tool. Use a block or a silicone tool or whatever you've got. You like the wraparound one? Well, I can show you how I did that one as well, you know. Yes, shrink plastic's already on. It's on emmashappyplace.co.uk. Not a stamp, they're already designed. I haven't, basically, I'll chase this around now there. Basically, with the stamps and things like that, because I started this pretty much whilst I was on holiday, I started it with my dad's credit card and about a £5 in my bank, so I'm going to have to save up to get stamps, things like that. But what I'm finding with the paper kits is, because you get all the different designs and all the different sizes, you're getting more value out of that than with a stamp. In my opinion, I love stamps, things like that. I will never stop using stamps, never in a million years. But for the main images, so what's where I put the hole? We're getting so many different sizes, which I will show you in 1 second. And then you've got a little charm on the side, and you can add your key ring, anything to it. So the likes of, hang on, I'm finding one, an example, this one. All of these different sizes, you get 1, 2, 3 in the bigger, and then smaller. You'd have to buy so many stamps to get all those different sizes, whereas you're getting 2 sheets of them. And what I'm finding is, with stamps and things, especially like the main pictures, they get used about 6 times on average, maybe less. So with the papers, because the paper handles watercolour, alcohol inks, pencil, everything, it's more value to buy the paper packs and not have to find somewhere to store them at the minute. I'm finding that they've been really, really popular, the paper kits, and I've had so much good feedback about them that I'm thinking the paper kits, we could just stick with them. Because, and then when I can eventually get us stamps and things, go for more worker stamps. Thank you, Kim. It has been a journey. So I used calico to cover my card, and calico is cheap as chips, honestly. So I'm just gonna hack a bit off with the world's most useless fabric scissors. And all I did was I used ordinary normal card. I used black card to make it. So, hold on, I'm getting a bit. And again, it's all down to whatever size that you want. We will go with 6. And then if it will go 6 by 6, and then that'll fold the book. So 6, 6.5. So we'll go about 8, 9 actually, we'll go 9. We'll go 12. So this one is 6. That is so not cutting straight. That is so annoying. 6 by 12 is what we've gone. And all I do is, honestly, it's so easy. You don't need any kind of special glue. Just use your PVA, whatever you've got, and pop it on. And the fabric will make this so unbelievably tough. What are you missing that I'm low on? I am low on pretty much all of the stencils, so if you want any of them, I don't know. I'll have to have a look. What am I low on? There's not loads and loads on the website. I do have some more stuff on the way, more for using with the papers and things, so you can build up mainly the stencils because once they're gone, they're gone. And what I'm going to do is just cut them off on an angle, just like you would with the papers. And this fabric, honestly, I mean, use black fabric if you want. Lots of people use Mod Podge. Again, I love the dishwasher Mod Podge. I use it all the time. I find it leaves a sticky residue, and not everybody finds that. It's completely personal preference. And fold it over and stick. It's completely up to you, to be honest, whatever glue you want. But once the stencils are gone, they're gone. That's what I'm saying on that. The glue I'm using on this one is this. And this stuff at the range is cheap as chips. The acrylic paints are £1 a bottle. Oh dear. Them. And they're really nice. I've tested them. And they also do more artistic ones. For £1.99, and it's a massive big tube. I'm going to go back and get some of the other ones as well. I want to try them. But this Art Studio, I'm finding these to be so fantastic, and they're cheap as chips. If you go on the range online and go through everything, it's unreal what you can get. I did get us some of stuff because I'm going to make the texture packs. I did get us some MDF to go in there. I won't charge you for it because it's not my brand or anything. But I got extra bits to go in the texture packs because it was too cheap. Not like, it was so inexpensive that I couldn't not get you a treat as well. And this is just plain black card. It's 300 GSM. All I'm doing is plenty of glue on all the way around, and then leave it overnight, I would say. That's why I've already got one done. Again, like that. And this one is slightly smaller by type slightly bigger, which again is absolutely fine. 2 seconds. And I get the glue off. And then all I've done is, again, I've not measured it. I'm just folding it over but leaving a tail. Like that. And like that. I don't measure anything because everything is totally different sizes all the time for me. Like that. But I am going to measure it now. So it is 3 inches. And then this bit here, not this bit, leave that bit off. We're just measuring this bit. So 3 inches by 2 inches. So our papers to go in the book, we'll use these ones, want to be, I'm going to cut 3 at a time. So 3 inches tall. So I'll say 2.5 inches. Because I know I keep working in centimetres and inches. 2.5 inches, that leaves, say, ½ an inch each side. And it doesn't matter if your pages are a bit smaller. You can even make them different sizes. Your pages, you can rip them. Actually, let's make some a little bit bigger and we'll have a wonky size book. And then how high did I say? Yeah, they're going to fit in perfect. It might be a little bit taller, but then again, doesn't matter. Make it up whatever you want. And then this, I said, was, sorry, 2 inches. So ideally, where does it drop then? Ideally, we want each one to be 2, 4, I'm going to say 3 3/4. for each double page. So 3 3/4. Then when you half that, it is going to be perfect, and you can put as many signatures in as you want. They're going to fit inside of there totally perfect. They might be a little bit shorter, but again, we can add in some other pages. This bit there, a little bit. So if you've got a craft knife, then obviously you can just pop a ruler on and do it with that. But all I'm doing is taking the very, very ends off, like that, so it fits in and it's not sticking out or poking out. That's going to fit in perfect. You can see it's totally hidden. It is a little bit shorter from the top and the bottom, but again, I'm not bothered about that. That's absolutely fine. If it bothers you, just make the pages a bit taller. You can bring in and add some coloured pages, as in signatures. We made them, these ones, 2.5, so we can make these ones a little bit taller, say 2 3/4. And we can do it by tearing them. So again, there's no rules to it at all. 2 3/4 would take us to about there. Pop them together and tear them if you want to. It makes no difference at all. And they're a little bit taller, and then we can mix and match them in. And then this side, we made them, I'm just measuring them here and putting a little mark, and then tear them again. And you can tear all the way around. You can add tea dye papers in, whatever you want. There we go. So I've got some extra pages. These ones are a little bit longer. Again, it depends on however like matching that you want them. Me, I quite like the idea of the junk journals, adding lace into them, whatever you like. So I've used the Days of Summer backing papers and then the lined papers. And what we're going to do is we'll go 1, 2, we'll make 2 signatures, and then we'll have that one and that one. 1, 2, and then that one and that one. So they're the same but different, and then that one and that one. So each one has got different pages to it. And they're all different sizes, but they all fit perfectly into there. And then all I'm going to do is, with the pokey tool, which I have now lost, so all measurements are completely up to you, is what I'm trying to see. If you make the pages first, adapt this to fit around the pages. So much easier. Yes, just black card, Gemma. Am I losing people with me non-measurements? And through all of them together, I'm going to poke a hole through, like that. And then the holes will be in exactly the same place. And again, I'm just going to do an ordinary normal 2-hole stitch, because it's a big book, a tiny book, and there's absolutely no point in complicating it. In fact, I might just do 1 signature, you know, it all looks alright. We'll do 1 signature. If you were doing 2, all you would do is put the hole next to that one, because oh, we're not straight, that'll do. There we go. And that will fit perfect around there. Perfect. Now I'm going to take some thread. So for 2 signatures, all you would do is put the holes there and then put some holes next to them and sew them in separate. But for the tiny books, I think 1 is fine. And I'm going to use some string. This string is wax string, but just use normal everyday thread if you want to. You don't need anything special. If you've got a sewing box, just go with that. Whatever's in your sewing box. Hi Tracy, no problem at all. So through the top hole, leaving a little tail so that you can hold it, and then we're going to go through the bottom hole. And if you can sew a button on, you can do this. And if you've done one of my workshops, we've done the sewing in of stuff anyway. Hold on, I've lost all my little holes. Move the pages to find them. Oh, no, I think it's just the front ones. There we go, and then it's just these ones I need to. And just take your time when you're obviously at home. And where am I up to? There, and then find the holes. It's a lot easier when you're not on camera, because if I lean forward, I'm going to knock all of you. Like that. There we go, and it's all going in. If you're very, very fussy and you want everything neat and tidy, just measure. Do exactly the same as I'm doing, but measure. Measure the distance between the holes where you're sewing. And then you'll have equal distance between them. For me, these little books are just a little bit of fun, and they're a nice little gift. You can make a nice little key ring. They're just fun. I don't sell the books or anything I make. Obviously if you do, you'd probably need to take you'd probably need to take more care with it. Where is my hole gone? There. Like that. So I've gone through twice. Staples would work as long as it wasn't like really, really thick. You're not going to get many staples through. Like, the staples won't go through a certain amount of pages. But of course, you could do with the elastic, like we did, Sheila, you know, put the elastic round and then pop your signatures in. And if you do a couple of them, staple them. There we go, and just sew it in. Like that. And then where I add the magnets is, the magnets I get, they're just off Amazon, tiny little ones. And all I do is I use double-sided tape or glue or ribbon or something. I've got this tape off Amazon as well. And what we can do is hide it underneath here, both sides, and it's already self-adhesive. We will have to add more glue to it, but for this purpose, I think it's perfect for the little books. So it's just off Amazon. It's self-adhesive lace. And we'll probably need 6 tiny little magnets. When you put in tiny little magnets into Amazon, make sure they're the 1mm thick ones. So we need magnets on this side. So with the lace, what I would do is take 3 magnets. You can get them bigger than this, but you still just want the millimetre wide ones. And then we'll have one there. This is so sticky. This lace is so good. One there and one there. And that is going to stay on a little bit glue just to make sure it totally sticks, because the magnets are really, really strong. And that will decorate in there. This could be paper that you're putting over the top of it as well. Could be anything. Paper, lace, ribbon. And that will go there. And it's starting to decorate it already before we start adding papers. And then on this side, now this is a trick, which it might not be an amazing trick, but it works for me. So taking each of your magnets, because it's really hard to work out which ones are going to stick to what, and drop it. And then you can feel they like sort of grab onto the other magnet, so they're not the wrong way up. And I do this with either double-sided tape or whatever I'm using. If it's paper, I put it on upside down and then let the magnet stick to that, and then I'll put that over and it sits perfectly flush. And then all you do is tidy the edges up. Honestly, they're perfect little tricks. And whilst I don't measure anything at all, once you know the basics, it sort of stays. Oh, come on, stay. Don't make a liar of us. Where are they? Are they? I thought the magnets had jumped out there. So that will stay like that. Fold your card. Yeah. But we need to decorate it. Again, I am going to use this so don't waste it. And I'm just going to tear and tear and tear. And that fits perfectly under there. And I feel like, as I know a lot of people like the measurements for things and like to plan. Whereas you can watch the lives back and sort of plan from there. But I really, honestly, I like sort of working it out as I go. Glue. And just tuck it under the bit of the lace where there wasn't any. And that will stick eventually. Where? I think your magnet's moved. Where's it gone? It has moved. So I'm moving it closer to the edge here because well, now they're playing tricks on us, I feel. And that one to there, right. Glue that down. There we go. How other of you? Hang on, I think I've got my magnets in back to front. I have. The upside down, they're repelling, they're not sticking. I don't know how I've managed that, but I have. Or it might be the lace is too thick. Hold on. If we put the magnets on like this, so we know where they're going to be, and maybe it's not strong enough, and there, and then take another strip of paper, which, just a skinny bit. Oh, I like that better anyway. So test it first. That's another learning curve. There we go. Now they should stick. And if they don't, I need new magnets. And I won't put the link up for these ones. Why aren't they sticking? I wonder if these ones I got, they're a lot thicker, but they're a lot stronger. You kind of get them apart. And put that one there and see if it's the magnets. And I'll try this one. And I'll put a link up for the thicker ones. If need be. Right, let's try that. No, why is it not sticking? Anybody got a clue why magnets won't stick? Think I need the thicker ones on that side as well. Let's try. Oh, much better. You can hear it, can't you? So the little ones are rubbish. I won't put a link up for them. The big ones are good. But you can get 1mm ones. They're really good. Look at that, they're pulling the paper up. More glue. There we. You could wrap an elastic band around it, but I really want the magnets to stick because the other ones did. But I used the big thicker ones, not the little ones. I got the little ones because they were skinnier, but you can get the little ones with this, like, they're stronger. Look, that one's jumped out. Stay. And there we go. It stays though. It's just peeling my paper off. So leave that to dry for a few minutes, and we'll grab another bit of shrink plastic before I totally embarrass the life out of myself. And I'm gonna go with this yellow one. Pop that there so it dries. And then for this one, I'm going to use it like a topper. It's all the way around. I've seen the magnet stuck to my scissors. Well, it'll not stick the paper together. That was a bit painful to watch, wasn't it? The magnet situation. So I won't give you the link for the little magnet, but Cool Cats Craft does good magnets, and you can get them off Amazon. Just don't use them tiny little ones. To be fair, I think they were like $1.99, so that probably should have given it away for 50. Oh, whilst that's sticking. I mean, look how cute that is, honestly. And then obviously the big ones. And I do still have these. I forgot to give them away on Thursday. I'll do it Sunday. If you want to go over to Emma's Happy Place, Emma Blake's Happy Place on YouTube, and find the shrink plastic earring video and comment underneath. I'm going to give these away Sunday because I forgot Thursday and nobody reminded us. But you can do the little bees with them as well. And there is a whole video there on it that actually went totally right. Not like this one. I think that might be stuck. But I am going to bring this lace back in. That wouldn't stick. I think the magnets would probably work through it now. I'm going to have that there. And then I'm going to add just a smidgen of this, I think. Just to give it a little bit more something. Just like that, because it's sparkly, and again, texture packs coming soon. And the glue onto the back. Again, what you can do, because this is semi-transparent, if you want, you can colour the back in white. And all you really need is either acrylic paint or an acrylic white pen. Or if you wanted to, you could just stick a bit of paper to it. But anything behind it will kind of show through. So if you want to stick it onto black or anything like that, this will just keep the colours brighter. And then just let it dry before you stick it down with the shrink plastics. The snowmen ones are still available, and I put the blue blooms back in stock, and these are still in stock as well. So I'm just going to dry that acrylic paint off. And obviously the heat tool, you won't hurt it, because that's what you do to shrink it. That's exactly it. I've tried so you don't have to. But the thing is, because I don't measure anything, it doesn't exactly help you, which I'm learning. So I think from now on, before any live that I do with stuff like this, I will work out some measurements and stick to them. But that little one, I will do a template and pop it up. I mean, see there how much brighter that is behind, just having the white. And plenty of that on because I want to go through the fabric. And you can go over the top of this with a glossy accents or a UV resin. Look, it's pulled that bit off now. Have you seen it? It's like super powered. Hang on, I'll take that off. Oh, it's coming off now. Why does glue have to dry? I've got this, and it's called Liquid Fusion, and apparently if you heat it up, it dries quicker. So let's try with this. Plenty of that on. My life! Why are they doing this to us? And then hold that there, and I'll fusion this on. And it's by Aliens Liquid Fusion. I have found it works, and when you heat it up it does stick faster, but I'm kind of keeping it because I've never seen it anywhere else, and it was £8 a bottle. You'll watch it again. Just fast forward the bits where I'm waffling. I will put this on YouTube basically because I am human, and this is what happens when you're crafting. I don't care what anybody says. Nobody sits down and it all goes right first time, every time. I'll never ever change anything that I do when it goes wrong or lose the video. I think I did once because I was mortified because I used invisible thread with resin, and it was painful. It was like watching a car crash in slow motion. Absolutely ridiculous. Right, I'm going to hold them too. Oh, hang on. I don't want it to... Well, not sticking again. What have I done with the magnets? Should I just take this lace off and use a bit of paper? I'm starting to see a theme here with the lace. Right. I'm going to use this. I'll ink around it so it looks pretty. And I'm going to give up on the lace. If your lace is too thick, I'm guessing it just won't work. There. And then, not there. Ready? Happens to everybody. I won't ever take it out though, because at the end of the day I am human. And I will trim that down to get rid of those bits so it's nice and even. Just hold it in place, and that will shut, and it will stay shut once the magnet's dry. I will show you on Thursday that it is actually stuck, but in the meantime, that is how I did the wraparound. It does actually work because I have one here which I've decorated again with the Days of Summer paper pack. It does work, I promise, just not tonight when there's a camera and glue involved and magnets. But that one is slightly bigger. All I would do is I would add another bit of shrink plastic with a little pin and go from there. Look at that. I will put this on YouTube for the whole world to see where I'm going wrong. Again, because I'm human. That's all I'm going to say. I am human. They will stick eventually. I'll show you Thursday though that's stuck if you still come back. I'm going to love you and leave you though because I feel like I've been alive forever. And again, see you Thursday. Thank you so much for whoever stuck with us till the end. Anybody else who didn't, I'm terribly sorry. My lives are not normally this car crashy. But have a lovely evening, and tomorrow I will see you very, very shortly. Good night. Bye.